Hello lovelies, welcome to my channel. I'm Faith if this is the first time you're seeing me, and I would say this is my second official vlog like video, and I just felt I should record this and put this out there. Now I just came back from my daughter's school, like she's in crèche and she's roughly a year and 2 months, and so the school was having this parent teachers open forum, and I just came back from the school, so I think that's why I still have this on. But the meeting we had today just opens up more concerns for me, or I wouldn't say open up more concerns because it's like it's initiating a concern, but rather it's affirming my concerns, affirming my school of thoughts about education generally. Now, the way, especially here in Nigeria, our education system has been going, for me personally, I know for many adults and children, it's not satisfactory. During this strike, coronavirus period, where first of all, I'll just put there before I continue that I am currently doing my master's program in Unilag, and we just rounded up the first semester. Now, before we resumed to write our first semester exam, it was, the way the long strike was and all of the long break was and all of that. So I felt, and then looking at the fact that even after all of the studies, still a lot of professors out there, what do they end up with? Almost nothing. So I just started fighting internally the education system. Now to say that I now have a daughter, and before you know it, she would need to be in school, which she's already indirectly in one already, although crèche. But right now, so we have to start to consider putting her in, her graduating from the crèche to the play school, or whatever it is, different names they call the next stage. Now, my concern is that the education system is not satisfactory for me. Now, what I heard in the in this parent teachers forum, I posted on my Instagram about a few minutes or a few hours, maybe about an hour ago before shooting this video, was that a parent stood up and was asking why his primary school daughter or son, I think daughter, would come home with 14 to 16 subjects. He was of the opinion that since it's called a primary school, then there is no need. Why are they doing a whole lot of subjects? Why not stick to the primary basic fundamentals of education, so that they can now build from there afterwards? And that makes sense to me. What now gives me even more concern is that after they log and choke the children with a lot of work, the children comes back home with assignments that they have to do, some of which they won't even end up doing by themselves, and they are not really learning. More like they are trying to conform to the standard of the school. And then the school now, because when the proprietress or the head of the school, talked about that, she said it's not really their fault because the state always comes to check their school if they are meeting up to standard. And my question is, what standard are they even setting up? Like, whose standard is the education system favoring? Now, I think that didn't come out with, like, who exactly is this standard favoring? Is it not meant to be for the child? The standard is actually set for the child. So why are they setting standards that, to me personally, does not favor this child at the end of the day? Now, everyone was born with a specific talent, a specific gift or set of gifts and abilities, and I feel like They are meant to discover it and work on it. Generally, it is known that when you have a strength, you should focus more on your strength and on your weakness, because you will spend lesser effort developing that strength than spending a whole lot of effort on your weaknesses. So these children would even have the time to even know whom they are. Do you know that this makes me even recall back in my school days? I actually didn't even settle down to think of what I loved to do, what I liked, and because there's already a set rule and set standard in the education system, so it was easy for people like us, especially with that. My own temperament is not really the confrontational type, so I just find it easy to flow with the set rules and regulations and the norm of it. And it was way later, maybe when I was almost graduating from the university, I had to even sit down and ask myself, what do I even want to achieve? What do I even want? And the answers that kept coming to my head are the regular answer of graduate, get a job. And I just felt I should just put it out there that personally I am really getting so dissatisfied with the current education system, and it's just ringing more bell. Making it more glaring, or making me think more of considering homeschooling my child. Needless to say that even as she's 14 months old right now, even as a 14-month-old baby, every single thing she knows, I can say boldly that 80 to 90% of what she knows, what she displays in the house, at least what she does at home, is what she has learned from home, not even from the crèche. Now, I'm not saying that the crèche, they don't do anything or whatever it is. What do you expect them to do in crèche anyways? They turn the TV and then play music but I could count a very few activities she actually brought home from crèche. Every single major thing she does and knows, including songs that she knows, and the words she speaks, are things that we have taught her from the house. And it's making me think that it's very possible to actually homeschool her. It might not really take much, though I would need to do a lot of research and see how possible it is. But honestly, if I should consider myself, because I'm running a program also and doing some other businesses that we're trying to build, if I should consider myself, I would rather take her to school. We have Montessori schools too, because I'm also Montessori inclined, and the principle and philosophies of Montessori so far as I've learned, kind of meet up with what I like and what I think should be. So the option now is Montessori school, the traditional school, which is very good. This school that my daughter is in is a very good and standard school too, or homeschool. Honestly, if I should consider myself, I would rather take her to either the Montessori school, which is super expensive, of course, the normal school here, the traditional school here, which is also on the high side but still far less than the Montessori, or homeschool. Or if I should consider her, the child, if I should consider what might be best for her based on my observation so far, homeschooling might be it. So, well, I haven't decided yet, but these are just major things that God will just help us to work on to help our children to just be the best that they are, really, to be the best that they need to be for their society. Well, thank you so much for for listening to this vlog. Would I call this a vlog now? Because I'm actually sitting down, but really, I think it's a food for thought. So on this note, I'll just like you to please drop your suggestions in the comment section below. If you've had experiences that you're not comfortable with as regards the traditional schooling method, or traditional schools around, though they are very good, but the system, the standard generally, please let's just know in the comment section below. I would really need to hear from us, so that together we would I would just have a wider point of view. Maybe my own point of view is just still one-sided, and would know how to make informed decisions that best benefit our children, whether now or later. So I would be expecting comments, really, sincerely. I would really be expecting comments. And then if you know of any educator, anybody at all, parents that should hear this and might also have one thing or the other to say about it, please forward and share this video with them. Also like, and then of course subscribe, because I do parenting content and talk about Montessori and how I practice Montessori at home with my daughter. So if you're interested in content like this, please do well to also subscribe to this channel, because I'm sure there are lots of things coming up that I don't even know about yet. So thank you so much for listening, and see you next time. Bye.